gathering strength as they gear up to support their Iowa State Cyclones. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Texas Tech Red Raiders taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Iowa State Cyclones. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Cyclones will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10, here he comes. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Texas Tech's offense will get the first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Flood. Got his man quickly. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. 3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Puts it out of the air. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Red Raiders look to keep this drive humming. Handoff to the single running back. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. They run the reverse. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Hunt is on its way. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will have its first possession of the game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right.
There he goes. Makes it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Oh, it's a reverse. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Cyclones now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That's reeled in. It's Crispin. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the 1st down. Kick is in the air. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Dropping back, it's Flood. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Once he got some room, it was over.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over Liberty. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. He'll try it again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Cyclones will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back to the 20. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Finding open areas. Still on his feet at the 40. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Now, he does a really good job with that mesh point. The mesh point is when he sticks it in the running back's belly. When he pulls it, he gets downhill quick to chew up some quick yards. Nice play early in this football game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Flood. Makes the grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. And the Red Raiders are marching down the field. The give. He breaks a tackle and runs through another one. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. He'll keep it himself. Quick step and go. First, got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Now we'll get it. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. They're setting up the screen. Nice move to keep running. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you. So many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Gives it on the option. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll pull it on the read. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Still on his feet at the 45. He's running free down the middle. Slippery slide, find his way, and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off.
Iowa State, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The hand to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Flood. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. The Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Pulls it, fired complete.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Fires on the move. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw on 3rd. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The Cyclones decide to punt it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Pocket breaking down. Fires downfield. With the catch, it's Lindsey. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Heaves it deep. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. The running back has it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
Red Raiders will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Unloads quickly, and they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Creates a little room. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Sets up the screen. Turning it on!
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
The Cyclones pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Cyclones didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State. Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 13 over Liberty. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Jet sweep, trying to get the edge. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's in open space downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Cyclones in a good spot here with 2nd and short. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. And the Cyclones have their offense in high gear. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Here comes the field goal unit.
On the field goal.
He splits the uprights. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Looking for a man. It's Flood. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. Hauls in the deep ball. Wide open space. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone.
Iowa State, 10.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Iowa State sending the offense back out. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you got to cut into this depth.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Running back searching for a hole. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Hauls it in. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. He'll sneak it.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
He's looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cyclones! He didn't see anyone open. He said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Extra point.
And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play, and gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be 3rd and long. Off the play fake. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Cyclones want to move quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Gives it on the option. Nice move there. Picks up the first down. Good pick up where they'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
Let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. Just under a minute and a half to play, and to have a shot, you got to believe they have to recover this onside kick. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment, or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.